The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Did you shout to people at Billboard, Yee?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Billboard, by the way. We were up there yesterday. Me, DJ MV, Styles P, Juice Lee. All of us went up there. We did a happy hour.
A healthy happy hour.
For Billboard. So,
Yeah.
And we did a Facebook Live from up there.
Yeah, it was pretty
also.
cool. Had a lot of fun yesterday with them.
We were juicing.
Juicy. All right, well, let's get to the rumors. Let's talk. Darren Sharper, that's what we do.
Listen up. It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report.
Gossip.
With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So yesterday, former NFL star Darren Sharper was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Now,
Wow.
that is a multi-state rape case. As many as 16 women were involved. This all happened because women were saying that they partied with him and then something managed to get slipped into their drinks. And they woke up not knowing what was going on. One woman, Jane Doe 2, said that her surfing career spiraled downward afterwards. She lost her self-confidence. She lives in fear. And at one point, she even considered suicide. Another woman said she was with a friend when she was drugged by Darren Sharper in his hotel room. 3 years ago, they met at a Sports Illustrated 50th anniversary party. She woke up on a bed with her clothes on. There was blood coming out of her nose. She did not know where she was. She said her friend had been sexually assaulted and both of them fled from the room, fearing for their lives.
First of all, Darren Sharper should have got way more time than 20 years. That's number one. And
Hell
number two, he's the guy y'all should check for mental illness because something wrong with him.
Definitely.
He's a good-looking man. He had money, and he's still out here raping all of these women. A serial rapist. Something's wrong with him.
That sounds great.
He's got
No,
an
it's definitely,
issue.
it's definitely an issue. And it was a plea deal that he negotiated with prosecutors in 4 states. He'll be eligible for parole in about 8 years because California law does require that he serve half his sentence, and he's already been in jail for more than 2 years since his arrest. But they're saying he could get more. He'll probably serve more time. That is if an appeals court upholds an 18-year prison sentence that was handed down by a judge in New Orleans who rejected the deal as too lenient. So he did appeal that sentence as well. But he was secretly putting drugs in these women's glasses and insisting that they drink.
Well, karma's real. He's going to the right place to receive that karma.
He definitely should be.
Guard your butt, Darren. Okay?
Whew. All right. Now let's discuss. This is a lovely story. We'll talk about Serena Williams. She did an open letter in Porter magazine, and this letter is for women who are striving for excellence. She said, when I was growing up, I had a dream. I'm sure you did too. My dream wasn't like that of an average kid. My dream was to be the best tennis player in the world, not the best female tennis player in the world. She says she started her fight when she was 3 and she hasn't taken a break since. She said, but as we know, too often women are not supported enough or are discouraged from choosing their path. I hope together we can change that. For me, it was a question of resilience. What others marked as flaws or disadvantages about myself, my race, my gender, I embraced as fuel for my success. I never let anything or anyone define me or my potential. I controlled my future. But she said, as women, we have to break down many barriers on the road to success. One of those barriers is the way we are constantly reminded we are not men, as if it's a flaw. People call me one of the world's greatest female athletes. Do they say LeBron is one of the world's best male athletes? Is Tiger? Why not? They are certainly not female, so we should never let this go unchallenged. So your gender should not play a part in how great you are. All right. Kylie Jenner, 21 Savage is trying to get his hands on
He trying to
Kylie.
holler, boy.
Drop on the coolest bombs to 21 Savage. My favorite rapper of the year by far.
Now, TMZ was talking to him and asked about Kylie, and here is how he responded.
I heard you have a thing for Kylie, bro. Tear that ass up. Really? What would Tyga say about that, though? Shit. Do you think you could be a better provider for Kylie than Tyga?
I don't know. I like that relationship.
You like their relationship?
21 Savage said, look, man, I'm just going to hit Kylie with no condom and make her eat a Plan B. That's what I'm going to do. Okay?
Listen, now what happens if Tiger runs into 21 Savage?
You're going to
after
get
that?
shot if you don't mind his business.
You know, now can I do a song with him ever after
No.
he said that about his girl? I don't know, but we do know that Kylie takes great care of her man. I don't know what's going on between the two of them. His Ferrari,
Yeah,
you
I
got
mean-
repoed, you got him a Bentley.
If anything, Tiger should take it as a compliment because his girlfriend is a public figure.
And he did say she's the baddest chick.
Yeah, and she's a public figure, you know? Like, it's nothing wrong with a guy lusting after your woman.
If somebody said it about your woman, though, does that mean that you mad at him or you?
Not when she's a public figure.
But
You
if
know how many
she's
men
not,
lust after Beyonce? Like, come on. I mean, men lust after Michelle Obama? Come on.
That's true, but when you get disrespectful, like, there's certain things.
What was disrespectful about what 21 said?
Let's hear what he said one more time. Is this disrespectful?
What's disrespectful?
I heard you have a thing for Kylie, bro.
I tear that ass up.
Really?
Is that disrespectful?
He said, I'll tear that ass up.
I'd rather you say, I want to make love to her.
Or how about
No,
she's a
no.
beautiful woman?
She's a beautiful woman.
I
She
wanna
has a
make
great
love to her.
personality.
I'll
That
tear
sounds-
that ass up, man. 21.
Is that a compliment?
All right? Yeah, that's a compliment.
Keep your
That's
confidence.
a compliment from 21 Savage.
What if he says, I'll tear that ass up and then make it take a plan B?
That's thank you.
What?
She's looking out for her well-being. Don't make her raise a child that you don't plan to take care of.
All right, I'm Angela
Why
Yee,
don't
and
y'all
that's
look
your
at the
rumor
bright side of the
report.
situation?
Oh, my
Man
goodness.
offer you a plan B, that's a good thing. The man is telling you right there from this point.
I'm not going to take it, baby.
I'm not going to take it, baby.
You better take this.
There you go. So which one you want?
Goodness gracious. All right, Charlamagne.
Yes.
Donkey today. Who you
Yeah,
giving it to?
speaking of taking care of their kids or not taking care of their kids, okay, we need Michael Felger to come to the front of the congregation. You don't know who Michael Felger
that?
is.
Yeah.
He's a radio talk show host in Boston, okay? He's out here telling people how they should be taking care of their family situations and home situations, and he needs to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him.
All right, we'll get that on next. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the day and Charlamagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being donkey of the day is a little bit of a mixed blessing.
So like a donkey. Hee-haw. Okay. Donkey of the day. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but donkey of the day is a new one.
All right. Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, November 30th goes to WBZ FM sports radio talk show host Michael Felger. All right, salute to everybody listening to us in Boston right now on Jammin' 94.5. Drop on the cruise bombs for Jammin' 94.5, damn it. I'll be there this weekend at the Wilbur Theater doing my Brilliant Idiots podcast live, but it's not about me right now. It's about Michael Felger, okay? Michael Felger was commenting on Boston Celtics big man Al Horford. The commentary wasn't about Al's post-up game or his defense, or his will to win, or lack thereof. The commentary was about the birth of Al Horford's newborn child. Now, on Monday night, Al Horford missed the Celtics' win against the Miami Heat because of his daughter's birth. Conversation should just stop right there, okay? The birth of a child is top 3 valid reasons to miss work, top 3 valid reasons to miss anything. Okay, being there for the birth of your child isn't even negotiable, when it comes to having to be somewhere. Nor can somebody be upset at you for missing whatever it is you choose to miss because of it, okay? Well, Michael Felger feels otherwise. Do we have the audio from CSNNE? Do we have it? Let's hear it.
Al Horford, your $30 million man, however much you pay him a year, sat out tonight because he had a birth of his kid in Atlanta. The game was in Miami.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know when you make $30 million a year, it ain't much to get a private jet to fly down at 3 o'clock from Atlanta, 90-minute flight to Miami, play the game, and come right back. I'm sure his wife is in the hospital surrounded by nurses, mothers, aunts, relatives. I just say it, Felger. Spit it out. I would have gone to the game. I would have played the game. If there were complications, okay, take that all off the table. If the mother or the child or something happened where there were complications, then I totally understand that. But if it's just a generic childbirth, go play the game, for God's sake.
That is by far. That is by far the worst hot take I've heard on any subject all year.
That's funny.
First of all, don't spend my money for me. Don't tell me it ain't much to get a private jet. Don't tell me a co-owner of my team would pay for it, because none of that matters. Okay, none of that matters. I'm not missing my child's birth, running out of my kids, first moments on this life for a game. Michael Felger called Al Horford's daughter being born a generic childbirth.
Wow.
I got 2 kids. Wasn't nothing generic about either one. 2 different kids, 2 different experiences. Envy, you got 13 kids.
I got 5.
Did any of those 13 births feel generic?
No, I was at all of them. They were all different.
There's no such thing as a generic childbirth. Now, that was a generic-ass game. Okay, he's playing the Miami Heat in the regular season. Wasn't no NBA championship, no playoff game, just a regular-ass generic game in a long-ass 82-game season. He's going to play the Miami Heat again, but he will only get to see this daughter of his born once. So I'm pretty sure Al Horford made the right decision. Look, Michael Felger, don't go chasing players' personal business. Stick to the points, rebounds, and discussions about defense that you're used to. I am a cold-hearted individual. Okay, I lack sympathy and empathy for a lot of things, but even my evil ass understands the importance of a man being there for the birth of his child. I don't care what your job is. There is not a real man in America who wouldn't put aside whatever their job or career is to be there for the birth of his child. Now, I understand it's really, really complicated situations and things happen where sometimes you're on the road and you can't get there in time. But even in those situations, I guarantee the man is dropping everything and rushing to his wife's side to be there for the birth of their child. Okay, can we hear what Michael Felger said just one more time? One more time, please. One more time.
Al Horford, your $30 million man, however much you pay him a year, sat out tonight because he had a birth of his kid in Atlanta. The game was in Miami.
Nothing wrong with that.
I know when you make $30 million a year, it ain't much to get a private jet to fly down at 3 o'clock from Atlanta, 90-minute flight to Miami, play the game, and come right back. I'm sure his wife is in the hospital, surrounded by nurses, mothers, aunts, relatives.
I just say it, Felger. Spit it out.
I would have gone to the game. I would have played the game. If there were complications,
Okay.
take that all off the table. If the mother or the child or something happened where there were complications, then I totally understand that. But if it's just a generic childbirth, go play the game, for God's sakes.
Michael Felger, what kind of generic-ass sociopath are you? Boston, put me on the game about this guy, Michael Felger. Does he kill kittens in his spare time? Is he sitting around trying to lick his elbow? Why is he so cold and crazy? Please give Michael Felger the biggest. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to give Michael Felger the smooth sounds of the hammer tones. I'm gonna do him a solid.
Sing to him.
You are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day. Hee-haw.
If you see Michael Felger today, you work with him, or you just see him out and about, locally in Boston, just make sure you sing the smooth sounds of the hammer tones. Or just walk by him and go, hee-haw, hee-haw, all day long.
I wonder if he would miss his wife's childbirth for real,
Well, he
go to work.
He said when she had a baby, he only missed one day at work. But I mean,
okay, he missed a day.
Technically, that's
one
all
day.
Al missed.
Yeah.
I don't get
that's
it.
One day at
missed.
work.
All right. Well,
So he should have maybe went to work then, if she had a generic childbirth also.
By the way, it's always the person who never had a baby saying things like the baby was it's a generic childbirth.
It sounds crazy. I've never heard of it with a generic childbirth.
Well, yeah, I want to know what
I would think
generic
every childbirth is different.
they
too.
all different.
You've had 25 of them. Were
5.
any of them the same?
They weren't the same. They definitely weren't the same. Every experience was different.
Yeah, some could be a
And I didn't miss
C-section,
any-
So
I
I'm just
didn't
thinking
miss
it's a
any.
generic childbirth.
Nah. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
The Breakfast Club.